Hey guys, and welcome to The Divide. My name's Dylan,
I'm Michael.
and today we're hopping into the Assassin's Creed Mirage reveal trailer. Now, I have quite a long history with Assassin's Creed. From my understanding, that they are taking the larger, expansive world of sort of something like Valhalla or Odyssey, and then downscaling that somewhat. That's why they're working on sort of a couple of different projects right now. So this is harkening actually back to the first game. So this is set, I believe, in the Middle East somewhere. I'm forgetting actually the name of the main character, and I'm not going to try and pronounce it because I'll butcher the name. It's a sort of Middle Eastern name. But yes, I'm really excited to see what they do with this. I know the sort of Assassin's Creed storyline kind of went off the rails a little bit in terms of the future stuff, and I know this actually doesn't have any future stuff, so I'm excited to see how to integrate, the Assassin's Creed into actually the storyline. Because I know with Odyssey and everything, not a lot of people like the future day stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with this.
I haven't played any of the games.
Yes.
I've always wanted to play them, but I've never got around to it. I do have Valhalla.
Yep.
I guess we were always kind of planning on playing it together, but we've just not got around to it yet.
Maybe a future thing on maybe a live stream or on our channel possibly one day.
I would like to go through them all and kind of see my thoughts on it, but I'm getting, I guess, thrown into the deep end here to see...
I'm not sure if I'll recognise any characters or if they're going to harken back to even the same protagonist as the first one, because it's definitely the same landscape for sure. So I'm excited to see sort of if it's the future or before that. I can't remember, it's like 1000 BC or something, or maybe getting the dates mixed up there. But yeah, excited to hop into it. So let's get into it.
Peggy 18.
A snake flicks its tongue as a leather boot steps past it up stone steps. A bearded, dark-haired man removes a hood. He is in a columned cavern. A secret ceremony.
Are you ready to give up who you once thought you were?
I am.
A Ubisoft original. A hand runs along an ornate
I have always
carpet.
found
Beardless, the dark-haired
really
man
cool.
moves through a bustling
This is the
bazaar.
commentators like describing it.
Vendor's
I'm
bargain.
not sure.
Tea is poured.
Ready to sacrifice everything?
I recognise that voice.
Yeah, so they are. That is
A dark-haired woman stares.
she's in
A
Arcane
merchant
as well.
bumps the
She's in,
vendor. The dark-haired
Lee's
man
Vendor as
snatches
well.
the coin
Yeah.
purse
She's
from the
Madonna's
vendor's
mum in
waist,
the
but
Punisher.
guards pursue him.
Cinematic
At the
quality
ceremony.
here is incredible.
Yeah, it really
Are
is.
you
Really nice.
ready to
She's got one of the best voices in the history of the world. I don't care what anyone says.
I am.
The
This is the
dark-haired
ritual
man
for
takes a
Assassin
heated
becoming sort
blade.
of
In
part of the
ancient
creed.
Baghdad, he flees the guards through a darkened tunnel. He pulls a market stall down behind him, tripping a guard. A guard
Graphics are
swings a
beautiful.
sword at the dark-haired man as he tries to climb a city wall, but falls to the ground. The guard backhands him as others surround him. Two of the
Mess up
three
the back
guards
door.
drop to the ground with
Animation is,
knives protruding from their backs.
quite interesting.
A hooded dark-haired assassin swings down from the scaffolding, taking out the remaining guard.
Yeah, that's sick.
Then out of the dark, you will come
So-
into the light.
He
In a
reminds me of
darkened tower, he
or
appears
sort of
bearded and wearing an assassin's hood as she helps him up.
It's not him,
He
but that was
blocks
the
her
original
blade as she
protagonist.
swings at him. They block and duck
getting
one
trained
another's
here?
blows out onto
Maybe, yeah.
scaffolding surrounding the unfinished tower. He pursues her to an edge. He smirks, then lunges. She twists behind him, then pushes him over the edge.
And from the light,
In the ceremony,
Or not.
you will return to the dark.
she covers embers. He lowers the heated blade over his left hand. She gazes
Yeah, you have to
towards him.
sacrifice her.
He grimaces. He
For the hidden
clutches his
blade.
hand.
Never forget the
What is
tenets
it?
you have
Did he cut his
sold.
finger off?
Yeah.
Standing on a tower, he overlooks sprawling
That is
Baghdad.
lovely.
Soldiers escort a nobleman
Look at that.
past beggars.
Stay your blade from the
So you
flesh
had
of
Jerusalem,
innocent.
you had
Missing a ring finger, the dark-haired man
Arcade,
reaches out.
like a bunch of like Middle Eastern towns
He
or
impales
cities.
three
That was
soldiers with a
terrible
hidden
back in the day.
blade.
So I'm excited to see what they do.
Never compromise the brotherhood.
Also
The
interested to see the
nobleman
gameplay and
points
see
as
if
his
that.
soldiers charge at the dark-haired man, who throws a smoke bomb.
I like
the
the
air
kind of
fills
showing like
with
the
red
laws of
smoke,
the
then
assassins,
fades to
like,
reveal the
hide in
dark-haired
plain
man as he
sight,
kills
just-
two more
Yeah,
men.
there's still
Soldiers
a
chase after him.
in the Creed
He
there's different
glances
rules.
at a hawk flying overhead, then climbs
Like you
onto
must
a
not
rooftop. A soldier
assassinate
collapses from
innocents, you must
poisonous
not
gas.
sort of like
Two
steal
remaining
for the
soldiers
poor.
rush the
There's certain
nobleman
like
down an alley to a
rules within it.
courtyard.
And eagles are your friend as well.
A soldier hurls flaming material from a fire at the assassin, who dodges it. The assassin uses the second soldier as a human shield before stabbing the first.
Yeah, that's hidden
From
blade
this
there.
day forward,
The nobleman tries to flee.
you are
This is the target.
The dark-haired man drops down in front of the nobleman, who swings a knife wildly. The nobleman checks his waist as the assassin throws a golden mask to the ground. He hurls sand back at the assassin, who ducks it. The assassin twists behind him and puts a blade to his neck.
See all the particles in that as well.
Title: Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Like how wouldn't
In a realm of shadows, the assassin looks up from the nobleman.
coming at you.
Wreathed in grey smoke, a ghoulish creature stares back at him.
Right, so I'll give my take first. I think that I'm really hoping that they harken back to sort of the original rules of the Assassins, and then we get to see more of the original lore. I'm hoping that they have a larger plan in mind this time. Although to be fair, they did have sort of 5-6 games where they had something, an overarching story planned out, and then each game was kind of its own story within it.
Right. Okay.
But then Desmond, something happened with Desmond.
The main character.
Yeah, and there was sort of future stuff where that was Desmond, and then there was Altair, Ezio, which was like Rome, and they were sort of his ancestors that you harkened back to, going through a machine called Animus. Now apparently there's no future story here, so there's no like a person like Desmond. We're just going to get the full Assassin's experience back in the time that it's set,
right?
Which I actually like. I think they didn't really need the future stuff back in the day. I think it was fine. I think it worked well for what the story sort of was. But I think as time kind of went on, they kind of lost their kind of way with it. So I'm really excited to see what they do with this. The cinematic was amazing. I thought the animation was spectacular. And yeah, I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, it was a cinematic trailer. I thought it was beautiful. It looked amazing. Made me want to play it actually.
Yeah, and then that's what it's designed for. I liked it a lot. Obviously, my kind of view on it isn't, I guess, not blinded or. I don't look back with nostalgia, I guess. Yeah, you're getting your sort of feet wet with the series, I guess, a little bit.
It's kind of a fresh thing for me. I don't have like...
Which is actually kind of the perfect time to delve into it, because this won't be kind of a reboot, but it'll be a reboot in a sense, because I think the gameplay will be kind of changed quite a lot. They went far more RPG past, what was it? Unity, I believe, was the last sort of game that was similar to sort of the original series.
Yeah.
In terms of gameplay anyway. And then sort of went more RPG with abilities and massive expansive worlds and sort of like loads of side content. So I think they're going to downscale it to the point where it's just mainly the main story, and then maybe some side stuff as well, because that's what it originally was.
So of course I didn't really recognise any like throwbacks or
there was no characters that I recognised or anything like that.
Or anything. I just didn't. Like it might have been moves or certain animations, whatever. I didn't recognise obviously anything because I've not played the games. Obviously. Sure. I've heard of them, and my friend used to be. I had a friend once who was a big fan of Assassin's Creed. He talked to me about it before. I never really got around to playing it myself, but I've always kind of liked the idea of the assassin. I've always found that cool. The kind of lore of it, the laws of the assassin, like for example, hide in plain sight.
Yeah, exactly. That's
and then like where it's set, I like the kind of ancient worlds. You told me one of the games was set in ancient Greece. Yeah, ancient Greece, that's Odyssey. Yeah, it's a beautiful landscape. So like stuff like that makes me really intrigued and excited to play it. And yeah, me getting my first experience, I think will be cool. I'm not sure when this game will be out. It might get delayed once or twice, but we'll definitely play it when it comes out. I'm excited to do so. So yeah, we'll catch you guys then.